I appreciate you joining me tonight.
Yeah.
It means a lot.
Huh? I mean, I can go to a
No, is
different
it just
room if you
them? Should
want,
we?
but
Um,
I,
may we
I
come
think it's
in?
great.
as long as you aware, I mean, yes, but also I'm not alone.
Okay. I'm taking off my armor, don't worry.
Excuse me.
Yeah, no armor, please.
Yeah, no worries. I know hospitality. Um, no, it's perfectly fine. Everybody that's here.
Kind of just keeping an eye on this one.
Yeah, I think it's a good thing because, considering they were one of the first, targets. Not, uh, you know what I mean.
Receivers of the letter.
I like to call them targets. It just.
I think target sounds a lot worse.
It sounds very worse.
Well, okay. Let's sit down. There we go. Well, I apologize. I just came here out of nowhere.
It's okay.
I, just after today,
Need to talk about stuff?
I.
Keep that for Katie.
Alien, that's worse!
Mercadian, just go go away. Go over to the other corner of the room. No. Just sit under the tree. Sit on the bench. Good. Stay there. Anyway.
Well, I. God, where do I start? I think I was talking to Midnight about it. I think it would be better if I maybe left to go back to Arensiq.
Well,
I.
first of all, as the judge, I'm legally obligated to tell you that is fleeing from a court case. So you might want to wait.
Even if I could go
If
back,
anything.
it wouldn't. That's like the Skull God said. Even if I can go back. There's a way, but like they said, it wouldn't be the same.
I mean, I don't imagine any of us going back to places we've been before would lead to us having the same place.
I just was a lot. I was a lot happier in Arensiq. I actually had a home there, and I had reason why I was trying to get so much into what happened today was not only was I genuinely concerned, but I'm just, like I said last time, I've just been trying anything I can at this rate, anything I can to try and at least feel like I somewhat belong, but I ended up making things worse. Because I have no idea what the hell I'm doing. 90% of the time.
You try to feel like you belonged by accusing everybody around you.
I wasn't. My intention wasn't to.
I understand what your intentions were. I do. I get it.
Was trying to
But
just
you can see how you
narrow
didn't go
down.
about that the right way. Nobody's gonna admit to having been the one to do it when they want it to be a game.
I just feel like nobody's taking this seriously.
We did. Pretty much immediately after you left. Why do you think I've got Spec practically glued to my side?
That's a good thing.
There's not much we have to go off of. We can't just go around making accusations at everyone and trying to hope something sticks. Nobody would admit to it. Best we can do is keep an eye on things and watch the people that we know got one.
It's just...
If you could ask someone a question and be like, did you do this? And they could just... Sorry, I don't know why I looked at you.
It's alright. It's fine.
And they would just be like, yes, I wrote these really weird notes and put them in people's mailboxes without telling them. That doesn't make sense. Nobody's gonna do that. Spec is not a good example.
Let's be honest, Spec would go around asking that question if Spec was curious on who took all the sunflowers, would probably be the best scenario that works.
Someone took my sunflowers?
No one took your sunflowers.
Good.
Honestly, I'm quite glad I didn't get a letter, because my reaction would have been much worse.
If these continue, and people continue to get letters, I think a lot of us are genuinely terrified of what your reaction will be based off stuff you've done in the past. Based off how stuff has been right now, based on your hallucinations, voices, those things.
If only you were able to see in my shoes everything that I've experienced, then people would truly understand.
I get it from what you've told me. I do. But I can also understand why people would be terrified. And I think if you thought about how they would view you, you'd think the same thing. Except Sloth. Don't picture how Sloth thinks about you. I don't want to know any of Sloth's thoughts.
The last time people started getting mysterious letters, there was a big war, and I just want to try and stop it before it's too late. That happened.
Is this the only time this has happened, though? There's one occasion.
There's been other occasions where I suspected something was wrong, and then it ended up happening.
But nothing happened.
We've
also talked about times you've suspected stuff and nothing has happened.
No, before the banquet, I suspected something was wrong with the when we were down in the prison getting prepared, there was weird noises, there was weird, but I didn't think much of it. And then it turns out it was... Every time I get a bad feeling about something, something bad ends up happening, and I have a bad feeling. But nobody... Because of the stuff I've done, nobody takes me seriously. All I wanted to do was try and help, to try and feel like I actually can make some kind of damn difference here. For the better, at least. I mean, too much of my reputation is down the drain at this point, but if I can at least get a shred of something good,
Jayne, somebody confirms it, which if this person wants it to be game, they're not going to. If you continue on the track you are going, you will just continue to push people against you, and continue to have people lose trust in you, because you are going around accusing everybody. For God's sake, you asked spec questions. Spec! Look at them!
I mainly asked spec questions because they were one of the people to
I
get
know, but
letter.
look at them!
I know,
Does that
I
face
know.
like it could hurt you?
I know. Spec is one of the least people I would ever suspect. But I know that it's somebody here, something.
But you have no way of knowing who. And you've seen how many mailboxes there are in there.
I'm just...
It could be so many people, and you will just continue to push people against you.
I'm just...
People won't agree to work with you to find whoever did this if you keep accusing them of stuff. Do you trust yourself?
No, and that's the issue.
Jayne, if you don't trust yourself, how can you expect other people to trust you to figure this out? Especially when you're not trusting anybody else.
I'm just trying to make sure that things always... history always seems to repeat itself with me. Whether it's myself or other people. And I just don't want this history to repeat itself.
You talked about putting cameras in public places.
Isn't that how it usually is in some worlds?
I want you to think about this very carefully. The person that is going to be put on trial real soon talked about forcing people to have to be seen on a camera by that person if they want to check their mail, if they want to go anywhere on that island. Would you want somebody putting a camera in your house? In your area?
I don't have a house right now.
If you had one. That's not the point of that message. That is not the point of what I said.
I haven't
The point
bothered
is,
to make
you
a house
as
because...
a criminal... Okay, no, that's not the point. The point is, you as a criminal, as somebody who is going to be put on trial, are trying to spy on people. I don't care if you think that it'll benefit stuff. I don't think if you care it will help. I don't care. That is still an invasion of people's privacy, and not something you should be doing. If this becomes a serious threat, if there's actually something that happens bad, if there's something that happens that causes harm to somebody, something, any of that stuff, then we progress to trying to find other ways of figuring out what is going on. For now, there has just been letters sent to a couple people that haven't said necessarily anything threatening.
Well,
you can't assume that stuff is going to go bad.
It is threatening. You want to know why?
Were you one of the people that received the letter?
No, but if they're talking about...
Are you one of the people that currently holds onto that letter?
If they're talking about...
Is chess a game?
Yes, but you know what happens to the... You see, I don't know much about chess, but I do know one thing. Is that when you're playing a game of it, you know what happens to the pieces that are... I don't know how to describe it.
The bonus.
When the pieces are off the board, like when you skip over them and stuff.
Are you aware
You
that we are not
discard the
actually playing on a
pieces.
board?
Yes.
We don't know the logistics
metaphor.
of this. We don't. It's a metaphor!
Discarding the pieces could mean killing people off.
Jayne, you think so poorly of all of your neighbors. I know sloth exists. I know sloth's done fucked up shit. I know you're suspicious of everybody. I know you've been wronged in the past. I know people haven't cared about you as much as they should. Does that mean that you expect people, especially people that don't know people that well, to just go around killing each other when they say they just want to play a game? I understand you've been through a lot of stuff. Give it a chance. If stuff goes wrong, you can say I told you so all you want. But for now, let's just see what happens and work with it from there. I'm not letting this one out of my sight until I'm sure that stuff's safe. I don't care if it is safe, I don't care if it's a game. I'm not letting this one get hurt. That is the best case scenario right now. That is all we can do, is make sure the people that have gotten these are okay. Instead of coming here, getting therapy, instead of putting everybody on the spot about stuff, instead of all of that stuff, we've assumed who the third person is that gets one. If they are that person, you know that person, you know where they are, you should be making sure they're safe.
Right.
Don't focus on trying to figure out who it is. Don't focus on trying to piece together stuff. That can happen if we need it to happen. That can happen on the side. That doesn't have to be as big a thing. Make sure the people that have gotten them are safe. Keep them safe. Work from there. And then if it all turns out to be a game, great. Comes out to be something more, then we will worry about it, and it will be fixed, and it will be solved. And we will do stuff to make sure it is okay.
Okay.
And do you understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Are you okay?
Sure.
Okay, well now you're lying. I thought you couldn't lie. You're not
No.
okay, clearly. Even Midnight can see it. And Midnight's half paying attention. I don't know if that's an
Wow.
answer or not, but you know.
No, I'm listening. I'm listening.
I don't have a home here, but at least I could possibly have a home back in Arensiq. I don't care how lonely it is. I'd rather be back there.
Have you listened to half of what I've said? Or are you just stuck on leaving?
Yes. But that doesn't change my mind.
It doesn't have you listen to anything that's been said either. Clearly, I just told you what your best course of action is right now, and all you're concerned about is leaving again. You claim you want to figure stuff out to help stuff, then do it instead of focusing on just going back to another place that you're probably not even going to be happy in anymore.
Because I told you I don't want to be here anymore.
Can you promise that you're going to be happy there? Are you sure you'll be happy there?
It's the only other place that I can think of that I can get to where I'll be happy.
Instead of focusing on your past, Jayne, try to actually have a future. I don't have one. Then make one. You've got people that care about you. You've got people that want to help you. You got people that are checking to make sure nothing bad happens to you. I'm trying to help you, Jayne. I can't help you if you're not helping yourself.
Oh, it's no point anyway. It's.
Then make a point. Don't just throw in the towel. Don't give up because of a couple things. I know you've gone through a lot. I get it.
Oh,
But do you
sure,
want to have
and then
gone
yet
through
you
all
still
of that
say,
to just have given up?
and yet you still say I'm a criminal and I'm gonna go to trial and all that.
I cannot get you out of a court case you are already in. I'm not the one pressing charges against you. I can't do that. I can understand from what I've heard because of what you've done, from what you've told me, from your suspicions, from all of that. I
Well,
cannot get rid of your trial.
Well, then I'll just get Simon to drop it or something.
You can't. Jayne, you know that there's a lot more to just stuff than this. You've got to stop looking at the same things and try to look at something else if nothing's helping so far. You're getting worse.
Yeah.
Get through the court case, continue getting help,
No,
find a future.
I'm not gonna.
You're not gonna what?
I've already made up my mind. I'm not. I'm going back home.
And then what?
That's it.
That's it? Honestly, I don't know why you bothered coming if you're just gonna say stuff like that. If you've made up your mind, if you're not gonna listen to stuff, you're not gonna try to get better, you're just gonna give up. If you truly think that you will be happy somewhere that you have not been to in ages, if you truly think that it'll be okay, then do it. You're not gonna try to better yourself here. Unless you give up on trying to go back there.
What if I try to avoid a trial? Not saying
What
I
if
will.
you avoid the court case that we've got?
Not if I would. Not saying I will, but just hypothetically.
Jayne, if you don't go to that trial, the end result of it will be a lot worse than you going.
Okay.
Go to the trial and try.
Sorry,
You've gone
can't
through so
sit
much
down.
you can't just give up now.
Yeah, I'm just gonna sit. I'm just gonna stand behind the chair. I'm just gonna stand behind it. It's fine.
Don't leave, kid.
Good.
Yeah, no, sorry. I just had a small flashback. It's fine.
What did you have a flashback to?
I don't remember now. It
Jayne.
it was quick. I look, I'm fine. This is the end game, I guess. This is the end of.
It's not. It's only the end if you continue to try to give up.
The end is just the beginning. Don't give up, kitty, please. Please don't leave.
Jayne, you have a choice to make, and it's not one any of us can make for you. But you have to decide if you're just gonna give up or if you're actually gonna keep trying. And I doubt anybody wants you to give up, but we can't stop you if you do.
I'm not gonna leave, Spec, don't worry. I'll stay. For now, at least.
Yeah, I saw that coming.
Thank you. Maybe that's a bit too much, but...
Bye.
You even feel a hug from a ghost? Isn't it kind of just like a...
It's a bit
Spec.
chilly,
I can become corporeal,
just
that's
kind of
fine.
like a presence?
I can be corporeal when I want.
Okay.
it's a bit
Just
chilly,
checking.
but it's fine.
Most times it's fun.
Thank you. It means a lot.
Like it or not, you're stuck with me now. Sorry.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
All the sunflowers.
I guess you're right. There are people here that do care about me.
I mean, frankly, I think aside from Sloth, I don't think Spec doesn't care about anyone.
Send.
I just... Sometimes I really do feel like giving up. Every time I try, I just end up making more of a fool out of myself.
You just go about stuff not in the best ways sometimes. And the only way to improve on that is to keep trying different things, even if they don't work. You'll get there, Jayne.
Alright. Oh, man, okay, that was a lot of emotions. I did not expect to let out. It I won't run away from
Kitty.
Huh?
It'll be okay, kitty.
You know, it's much better you calling me that than Sloth.
Well, Sloth.
Meanie doesn't get to call you that. Sloth is meanie.
Yeah. You got that right.
sure this has given you some stuff to think about if you wanna. I'm pretty sure Midnight's about to like pass out on the stairs.
Yeah,
No, I'm still breathing. Thank you.
Okay.
I know you're probably tired too.
Thank you. Again.
It's just kind of Specs thing.
Yeah.
You remind me a lot of one of my
Okay, don't
old
do that.
sibling
Don't do
figures.
that. Don't compare.
No,
Don't compare
it's
people from now to people from then.
it's a comforting feeling.
Okay. Just probably still not the best idea with all of this stuff you've got going on.
For once, it's a good memory.
Okay.
I'm teeing Peem back real quick. Let me do it real quick.
I
Okay, we're good.
apologize, Midnight, for keeping you this long.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
Yeah, I just need to.
It was nice to meet you.
Yeah, same. Like I've heard of you, but I haven't ever met you in person.
Yeah.
I just
Same.
need to get that off my chest. So I will take both of your advices and I won't give up just yet.
Good enough for now.
All right.
You got this, kitty.
I'll be waiting for you outside, Jane. Nice to meet you too. Nice to see you again, Simon.
Yeah.
I'll be outside. Good night.
Bye-bye.
I should probably look for Alivor.
Yeah.
Before you do that, it seemed he kind of wrote it in a rush, but
You responded?
I told you I would get it to you quick.
It's
very long, though.
Maybe you should read it when you're in private.
Just as a forewarning, from what I can remember, there might have been a mistake in there. A little bit of a typo, but I'd say ignore it.
Typo.
Okay. Okay. On them.
Yeah.
Maybe try to let them know that they have mail. I mean,
Yeah.
none of us know what's in that one.
Yeah, I'll read this when I'm more emotionally up for it. You know?
Yeah. Just, stay safe. Also, you have a restraining order against you from other people now.
You had it.
Hey, that's fine.
Yeah.
God.
Keely and them. Yeah. I'll send you the paperwork later.
Well, if you truly need me, I will be at one of the houseboats off the coast of the island.
Belong to someone?
I don't know. It's been there for a while.
You can go back on our raft,
untouched.
Yeah, you can use our raft.
You can
house.
laugh on the raft house.
It's a pretty decent raft house.
It is a pretty decent house.
There's a whole farm downstairs. Like,
Yeah.
no cameras.
Yeah, no, I won't.
We'll figure this out. It'll be okay. go collect your thoughts and get some rest.
I appreciate this a lot. It means a lot. I'll see you all.
Mm-hmm.
Bye, kitty.
Are you ready to go midnight?
After you.